Hi, this is Sara Levin, the Artful Inker, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm sharing the second in Symmetry card that I've shared today. Let's set this aside and let's get to the creating. For this card, I'm going to be using the In Symmetry stamp set. This is the second one that you'll see from me today. Since the cards were two very different cards, I'm doing two videos instead of including them all in the same video. I've got Night of Navy ink and a piece of basic white, and I'm using the largest floral in the In Symmetry set. And we're just going to stamp this. And I need 4 of them, I think. Might be 3, but we're going to stamp a 4th one just in case. Okay, and let's put that aside and close up my Night of Navy ink for the moment. And then I want Just Jade. And in the Just Jade, I want a pair of the leaves, and I'm just going to scooch these together a little bit. Oops, didn't pick up that one edge. There we go. And then I need to cut these out. I've got a little more stamping to do, but that will be done on our card. So I do find it easier to cut pieces out in separate pieces instead of working with one big piece of cardstock. So I'm just going to do that here real quickly. Okay, and then let me fussy cut these with my paper snips, and I'll be right back. So I'm back and I've got my pieces cut out. We'll just set those to the side. I'm going to bring in my Stamparatus so that I can place my sentiment. Let me move my grid sheet here, and I'm just going to place my cardstock in that will be my layer. And then let's put my grid sheet down and place my sentiment. We'll do a test stamp once I'm sure I have it where I want it, and make sure that it's the right kind of straight, because the font on this isn't completely straight across. Linear, I guess, would be a good word. Okay, and that looks good. So let's move this out of the way, and I'm going to turn this now and ink it so that I can lay the plate all the way down on my work surface. Give that a little bit of a rub. And I think we'll do that a second time to intensify the color. Okay, that looks great. So let's take this out of the way and put my Night of Navy away. Now I want my Just Jade ink, and I'm going to bring in a piece of scrap paper, and we're going to use, they're 2 leaves, and I love that you get them facing opposite directions, so I'm just checking to make sure that I've got them facing the intended direction, and I want one kind of trailing off the side. And let's do the other here, down just a little bit and off to the other direction. And that's all of our Just Jade ink. And then I've got my Dark Night of Navy Stampin' Blends, and I want to add a little bit of splatter to this. And this is a great way to add just fine splatter, not heavy detail splatter, which I also like. Let's do just a little bit more up there. Okay, and then let's assemble the rest of this layer. So I've got my flower pieces, and I've got my leaves, and then I have a strip of the Sweet Symmetry designer paper, and I'm going to take my bone folder and soften this and kind of rough it up just a little bit so that it's going to be really soft to work with. Okay, that should, let's do the end here just a little bit. Okay, set that aside for just a moment and decide where we're going to place the first one of those, and that's about right because that'll affect the placement of this strip. And I'm just going to do this in kind of a little bit of a wonky fold. So some of them will purposely come down lower and some of them will be higher as I create my ruffle here. I don't know if you can see that, but it's not a straight line ruffle. So now we're going to adhere this, and this piece back here won't matter because it's going to be hidden under my flower. So I'm just going to give this one more ruffly bit and then smear the back of this with adhesive in all our little folds, just dotting some in so that it will stay on the paper, and then all the way out here on this leading edge. Don't forget it. Another little dot out here. Okay. So I'm going to put that leading edge down first and then kind of take my time with this and squish it into place. Good old technical crafting terms, squishing. And so your wonky fold will come in handy here. Those are a little too close together. So because the multi-purpose glue gives a little wiggle room, I can spread them out and get that last little fold. And then tuck our end under here. Okay, and I think we're going to go ahead and add this to our card base, which is thick basic white. Let me find my dimensionals over here. I moved them too far out of the way. No, I didn't. I covered them. Okay, take our backing pieces off. The thick basic white is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2, so that you get a card that opens this way. And now it's time to place our pieces, and I will need those dimensionals. So let me put them on the front edge. I'm not going to put dimensionals on the back edge. It'll make it easier to adhere, and you'll get the advantage of the dimensional without it making it so that you've got to stack dimensionals too high. So let's put this first one on, and we're going to come here and turn it just a little bit, and then I'm going to slide this one underneath with adhesive. It'll make it easier to get the layering with one in place. So I want to be able to take advantage of the flower petals alternating, so it makes it look more ruffly. So this part won't be on dimensionals, this part will. So the part that's not going to be on dimensionals is because of the overlap. We will put a little adhesive there. Now you do want to make sure, since you're using adhesive, before you put it down, that you know where you're going. There's no opportunity to move this time, because the adhesive will make your ink change color. So that looks like a good place there, so that we've got a nice arc going. Okay, and then let's fit our leaves in. I'm going to face one direction and one the other. So one will have a little bit of a curve and the other will have a straight point. The advantage of stamping these and cutting them apart. So let's put a little adhesive in here. And then I want to stick them up in. I really must quit pushing my dimensionals down until I have my bottom layers in. Okay. And then we want to add our final layer of ruffles for this flower. And so we are going to put dimensionals all the way across on this one, and then one in the back to hold this bit up. And then we want to see how we want to play with the ruffle that we have going on, because we are creating a nice full flower. And I think I want to turn this just a little bit. Okay, and there's our In Symmetry card. Thanks so much. If you're in the United States, please do some of your Stampin' Up! Shopping in my store. You can find a link for that in the description below. Give this video a thumbs up and share it with your card-making friends. And when you subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell, you'll be notified the next time I upload a video. Have a great day. Bye.